1, 2, 3. Come on.
Yep. So another great KPI that you can track. Another thing that I would track too as a business owner and your marketing agency is directly involved with this is the lifetime value of your customer. So that is something that I feel so many people have as a weakness when it comes to the lawn landscape industry. Most businesses that come to us, even the bigger ones up in the $20 million range, they suck at upselling. They're just not utilizing their whole customer base. And this industry is a perfect industry to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's so many services. It's a seasonal business, so there's different services that come all throughout the season that people are needing. Most of the services that you're upselling are your most profitable services at that. So you're gonna make more money on the bottom line compared to the standard services that they're buying with smaller margins.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you get someone on the design build or the landscape side and they purchase a $30,000 patio, $100,000 backyard, odds are you're gonna have a higher chance of upselling someone on lawn care if they've already dropped $100K with you.
Absolutely. And there's even upsells that you can do to project work that a lot of people don't even think about. They're like, okay, they hired me to build an outdoor living space for them. How can I upsell that customer? But what a lot of people don't think about is phase 2 things with projects. Things like adding audio, adding lighting, adding water features. These types of things are add-ons. Or what about selling them your paver cleaning and sealing services, right? That you can then create a reoccurring revenue stream from, and going back and visiting consistently the projects that you've already put in and continue to get more and more revenue out of that one customer. But this is something that we see lacking very much from the companies that come to us, and tracking that lifetime value of your customer should be a key metric that you're looking at from your marketing agency. So,
and even tracking that though is not easy. Tracking that lifetime value, depending on how your CRM is set up, where the leads are coming from, there's so much data involved in all of that. Being able to piece it together, the human touch in that actually makes it more difficult. Allowing the software to do it for you is really the key to utilizing that data and putting it into action.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got to use your software. I mean, at the end of the year, technically, yes, you could take your total revenue and divide it by your total active customers, and that would give you at least the annual revenue of that customer. And what times a lot of people don't think about is the multi-year services that you're giving. In this industry, you know, we're expecting 3 to 5 years for a customer to stay on. So if you're generating, say, $3,000 a year out of one of your customers, and you keep them on average for 5 years, that's a $15,000 a year lifetime value. But if you can take that from $3,000 up to $4,000 or to $5,000 a year, now all of a sudden the value on that is $20,000 or $25,000 for the exact same customer that you're making more on, because those upsells have the higher margins like we talked about. But there's also no customer acquisition costs associated with it, right? You didn't have to pay Google for that lead. You didn't have to pay a salesman to go out and find that lead. Your marketing, the systems, the automations, all of that can handle that piece.
And it's all about the cohort analysis as well. If you don't, it's going to be more beneficial for you as well to increase, say, every customer by another couple $100 a year, instead of having to pay the customer acquisition cost, bring in new customers, do one-off sales. By increasing that cohort number, that's the secret.
100%.